kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Lavender. Finds his tight end. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Moss. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable.
Oh, he's got some space. And they're in for a touchdown.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get... There he goes! A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths minutes away from the first down. Trying play action. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
To throw, it's King. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
He's looking to throw on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, looking to pass. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
Wants to throw. It's King. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. And he's got a touchdown.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get in. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Lavender. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Breaks into the open. No one's going to get it. Touchdown.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stockton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Gives it on the option. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this.
He's going to fire deep. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. After 40, there he goes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run, safeties and linebackers.
And he's in for the touchdown.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air. It's King. Quickly to the tight end. That stiff arm got him a little space, but he'll be knocked down at the 11. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ground.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy, run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Tight end now in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Gets rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haynes. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hosley. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Shoved out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
They'll try to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. The give to the big fullback. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it. As it is, they're down by 1. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Lavender. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll run the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to get the first through the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Makes the catch. It's Moss. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to change this route. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw, it's Lavender. Quickly complete. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Field goal is good. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stockton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. They'll open the second half with a run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
To the air, it's King. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They boot it away. That'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll have it in plus territory at the 45. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking for a gap. It's Udo.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They feed him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Lavender. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Tyson. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offense is don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down there?
Into their happy place for a touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Back to pass, it's King. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still running at the 40. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
On his feet at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Hey, that's a live ball. He picks it up. Still on his feet. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Grab near the sticks. It's Tyson. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Grab behind the line. It's Moss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lavender. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stockton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking to pass. It's King. Caught in the backfield. It's Hosley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback.
He's taking the shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. The option look. Now the toss. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Dropping back, it's King. Snagged out of the air. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Got it in the middle, it's Rutherford. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here comes the heat. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Pocket breaking down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Rushes on him. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoskin. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's King. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no...
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's King. Back's got it. And it'll be a touchdown.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.